Good afternoon. I'm David Kramer at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. For the remainder of today, we have our main low pressure system that is sitting to the south of the Aleutian Islands that is bringing rain to the central and eastern Aleutian Islands at this time. Further off to the east in the Bristol Bay area, there are some lingering snow showers along the coastline, especially near the Cape Newingham area. As we move up along the coastline, YK Delta, again along the coastline, some isolated snow showers there. Move it a little bit further inland, some areas of patchy fog are still hanging around. As we move up to the Seward Peninsula area, some snow showers once again along the coastline, especially out to the west. And then up along the north slope, we do have snow lingering around that area as well. And eastern parts of the interior, hugging the Canadian border all the way down to the Alaska range, where we start to see a void of precip from the south central stretching down the Gulf Coast into the southeast part of the state. Over tonight, we have a low that's going to form out in the Gulf that's going to bring some precip close to the Panhandle, but not quite making it there over the nighttime hours. Moving up into the south central, not a whole lot in terms of precipitation, but as we get into the Alaska range and further into the interior, we are going to see some snow lingering around throughout the night, all the way up to the Arctic coastline, where we are going to see some blizzard conditions developing in the eastern parts of the Arctic coast. Some blowing snow expected up there as well. As we move down the west coast of the state, snow going to stretch all the way down into the Bristol Bay area and into places of the Alaska Peninsula until it switches over to rain as we get further out into the Aleutian Islands. Then on Tuesday, with that front still lingering around over the Aleutians, seeing some rain throughout the majority of the area, starting to mix with snow in the eastern Aleutian Islands, and then becoming snow in the Alaska Peninsula. Then snow from the Bristol Bay area all the way up to the Seward Peninsula, becoming a little bit lighter on the northern side of the Seward Peninsula. And then as we get along the Arctic coast, blowing snow and blizzard conditions expected up there, especially out to the east, those blizzard conditions are expected. Then as we go down into the interior, snow showers lingering throughout the area, down into the Alaska range once again. In the south central, no snow down there, but as we get into the Panhandle area, some snow becoming more rain as we get further to the south in the Panhandle. This will be true on Wednesday as well, with some rain down by Ketchikan, but mixing with snow and eventually becoming snow in the Juneau and Haines areas, extending up towards Yakutat. South central still void of precip for the most part. Then the Alaska range and places further to the north in the interior, some light isolated snow showers. That's extending up the eastern part of border of the state into Canada, and then along the Arctic coast, going to see some blowing snow conditions up there and down the west coast of the state all the way to the Bristol Bay area once again, with some rain and snow mix in the Aleutian Islands and Alaska Peninsula. With Alaska statewide weather, I'm David Kramer.